Hello, guys. It's Shane Davis, 20-year comic book veteran. I'm here with another beautiful, lovely, sometimes she will make me a sandwich wife of mine, light of my life, Yanzi Lin. And today is the day we're here to talk about Decimated Marvel. So here we go. So from time to time on this here little channel, please look down below, hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We do talk about the comic book industry, especially I started this channel up around there was the shutdown, and the comic book industry was being rocked by Diamond shutting down because of COVID and retailers being forced to shut down in certain states. And this caused a ripple effect across the comic book industry like you wouldn't believe. All it took was the periodical comics to stop moving for probably, I would say, maybe 2-3 months, and the whole industry went upside down. Now, what happened is, long story short, Diamond ended up holding a lot of publishers' money. They were holding the purse because everything's ordered in 3-month increments pre-orders. So Diamond technically is holding Marvel's hypothetical money for the product they're producing and then handing it out after the returns come in and if the product gets there. Point being is when the shutdown happened, Diamond said, we're hanging on to this capital so we don't go under. We're shutting down everything, and the companies were out their money for X amount of months. And what happened from there on is DC first said, see you later, bye. They left. They made their own distributor deals with other people. Some retailers hated it, some loved it, but a lot of publishers stood by Diamond. And why? Because of contracts. And what then happened is all these Marvel books today are being damaged by Penguin Random House. Why? Because Marvel ran out the door right after DC, and they did a deal with Penguin Random House to distribute, going October forward, all the single issue comics. Now, this is a mess. We got all these comic book retailers talking about this, I guess came up on Thinking Critical's channel. A retailer saying 60% of his comics could not be sold. 60% were damaged. They showed up, they have Weekend Warrior or Wednesday Warriors. They come in, they want their books on Wednesday, and a day later, they maybe go somewhere else or they buy a digital copy or whatever, and the comic book shop hypothetically loses that sale. Another thing about comics you have to understand if you're not one of these guys is they want a 9.8 coming off the shelf. They don't want like a ding in it. They don't want, there's a handler copy, and then there's the copies that are pristine condition behind them. And this is something that collectors look for. They look for a mint copy condition. They don't want fingerprints on the comics. They don't want ding corners. And this is something a lot of comic retailers complain about with Diamond Comics. Diamond looks a lot better at it than Penguin Random House. So tell us about this, Yanzi.
October is the first time when Marvel actually starts shipping through Penguin Random House as well. They are not exclusively with them. You can still buy your Marvel books from Diamond. It's just that now there's competition. And supposedly it look much better to buy from Penguin Random House because they're offering free freight. And we know books can cost a lot in terms of freight. But unfortunately, it looks like people are reporting a lot of issues with how their books are being sent to them from Penguin Random House. So Being Cool here has actually collated a few reports from retailers talking about those with damages, those with concerns, and those trying to call those damages into Penguin Random House for replacement or refunds. So let's see here. A number of retailers here, like Nick Kelly of Chimps Comics, Indiana, said, about 60% damages at my shop. Hope they get this fixed soon. Jason Passini of God Comics, Illinois, said, about half of my order is damaged. I'm sure I can still sell it to comic collectors. They don't mind issues that aren't mint, right?
Yeah, that's sarcasm, guys. They absolutely don't. They won't even purchase it. Yeah.
Then we also have people like Rob Jensen saying, not a single one of the boxes show was even an iota acceptable. Even Diamond does better simply by having its custom boxes with slightly reinforced corners, which isn't saying much, given that Diamond doesn't make the boxes big enough to pair with bubble wrap or styrofoam. But still, it's pretty hard to do worse than Diamond and Penguin Random House succeeded at that failure.
Well, okay, I'm not defending Penguin here, and I don't want to go down through every retailer, guys. You can go look this up. It's happening. It's real. These are real small mom and pop businesses that are getting damaged product to sell. Now, first, understand this stuff is time sensitive. Periodicals, they come, they're weekly. The shipments, people come in every week wanting their new comics, and if they're not there, they're going to go to eBay, they're going to go digital, whatever. Each comic shop, by not having the goods there on time, they're kind of like baked goods, like breads. They have a very short shelf life before something else is important or the next issue comes, things like that. So it's very important that these guys get their shipments, so much so that sometimes comic shops go chase down their shipments at FedEx, just trying to get them earlier than waiting on FedEx to deliver them an extra day. This is actually very, very key to their business strategies, getting the stuff good condition on time. Thank you. See you later. Bye. Come back again. What's interesting here, and I'm defending Penguin Random House here a little bit, is they actually trade in mainly like prose books, hardcover books, paperback books. But usually, if it's a paperback, people don't really care if there's a ding corner, because they're going to ding the hell out of the corners reading some 200-page, 500-page novel. And vice versa, a hardcover book, those things aren't going to get that much shipping damage because they're hardcover books. So Penguin Random House, as much as everybody jumped in with them on this, there's a couple of problems here in the comic book industry. One, Penguin Random House are doing great without Marvel and DC Comics. They have been for years. They absolutely don't need Marvel and DC Comics business, and now IDW running to them. We did a video about that recently. You have to understand, Marvel and DC are running to them, not that they're trying to get Marvel and DC's business away from Diamond. So first, understand that power dynamic here. Two, they don't know how to handle a very delicate collectible. Comics arguably is one of the most delicate collectibles that are being traded right now. If there's a ding in the corner, ever since CGC came out, everybody wants a 9.8. And, getting that one copy that somehow magically didn't get like a printing error, a ding, a fold, or something. I don't think Diamond, they kind of understood this. I don't think Penguin Random House actually cares.
Well, for Penguin Random House, to them, this is like a little floppy little dingy book that costs, a couple of bucks. So to them, I guess when it's damaged, it doesn't really matter to them because the overhead of it is so low.
If Penguin Random House actually cares about Marvel and DC Comics, I have to say it's probably going to be in the trade market. And unfortunately, a lot of people, and the way the comic industry is being kind of shuffled around, for people who don't know, if you're just a trade reader, a lot of that stuff is being generated by single issues, and there's a cash flow generated, and then eventually you get the nice collections or trades that you buy from your comic shop, bookstore, or Amazon even. So for somebody like Penguin Random House, maybe they look at just single issues as just a way to get to the big the big goal for them, which is a nice Spider-Man trade or a nice big Marvel event hardcover trade or something like that, and that's the sad truth. Maybe they only took this job or this business. Now, the sad thing is, if this is a very big problem and Penguin Random House either one doesn't know how to ship single issue comics, or two, they maybe just don't care if they're dinged up or not. And that's even more scary, is do they even care? Is how much of a contract can Marvel Comics do with Penguin Random House? Can they even pivot from the bad decision of handing this stuff over to Penguin Random House? Now, from my understanding, isn't it that people can still order some Marvel through Diamond? So
you can still order from Diamond. Yeah, there is no restriction right now. Right now, Marvel is still in the stage whereby you can order from both, because I guess they don't want to piss off the retailers that do not want to jump over the Penguin Random House.
But my fear is that a transitional thing? Like, I'm not sure if that is just a gray area before it's all Penguin Random House. Like, some of this stuff is kind of vague. Like, I don't really see Penguin Random House saying, yeah, sure, we'll do single issues, we'll slap some comics in a box for you and mail to a distributor. But why would they be cool with there being another competitor for that? Like, I don't know. I don't think Marvel has that type of power over Penguin Random House. I actually think the power dynamic's the other way here. And I don't know how long Marvel, I'm not saying that's official, I haven't really heard anything like that. But I'm not sure how long Marvel can actually run their stuff through Diamond, or how long Diamond can sustain with the competition of Penguin. But for sure, this was actually great news for Diamond, because a lot of retailers now are probably rethinking their orders on FOCs and trying to reshuffle their Marvel books through Diamond right now and not through Penguin. They're probably trying to make a hard pivot. And you have to understand these retailers, they are in networks and they are in Facebook groups and things like that, and private groups where they do share war stories on these things.
Oh, this is interesting though, because looking at this, there was this article printed at the end of April where Marvel promises that Penguin Random House will have new packaging to prevent damaged product. So they are aware that there's a major complaint for people buying books from Diamond that they're receiving damaged shipments. And they tried to address it, and unfortunately, I guess they didn't address it enough.
Well, the results, that's what you need, right, guys? And talking about results, what do we got? Shane Davis's Inglorious Rex comic book that you guys on this here channel help support reaches and breaches $200,983. Thank you guys. This is tremendous. We have, 26 days left on the campaign. I would like to also point out we have included beanies, hats, and t-shirts in the campaign. So if you do like this here channel and you want to support us, please go check out a 9 Lives baseball cap. Why don't you? We got 2 here, black and gray and red and black, and it helps support the channel. Back a hat, and when you back one, there's only 1 shipping cost. Back 2 or 3 hats, a t-shirt, 1 shipping cost. That doesn't combine with books, but the merch is there. Go check it out if you will. And guys, that's it. We will catch you guys again with another video. Please hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and check out Inglorious Rex live right now.
Please excuse me, Your Honor, but you can't hold me no longer. Can't you feel the vibrations? I broke out and left traces. Go ahead, try catch me if you can, man. You'll be looking all night, I'm a Sandman. New York, London to Japan. I'ma show the whole world who I am. Boom, boom, boom. Major look, huh? Yeah, this one is for the books. All these chances I